Hello YouTube, how are you? I'm Who's Afraid of Eric Nording. Having an outdoor smoke today in my city here in northern Canada. Minus 7 degrees Celsius today, which is quite mild for February. So I thought I'd take the opportunity to make a video. I'm smoking. It's my inaugural smoke on my new Eric Nording pipe. I figured if I'm going to use the name Eric Nording in my name, I should at least have an Eric Nording pipe. Now, to be honest, I really don't like Eric Nording pipes. At least his freehands. But I saw this one on eBay. I thought it was pretty cool. It's got a deep bowl, really nice color. Hopefully the camera will pick it up for you. I've already been smoking it for over a half an hour, and there's still plenty of tobacco in it. I'm smoking Mississippi River, of course, one of my favorites. I want to say hello to all my new subscribers to my channel. They've basically doubled since my last video. I'm very flattered. And that's mostly due to the generous shoutouts that I've received from some veteran YouTube pipe presenters, most namely Bradley from Stuff and Things and Public Piper, two of my absolute favorites. I watch their videos religiously. If you're not watching their videos, you should be. They're terrific. And for those of you new to my channel, I am living in northern Canada. I am new to pipe smoking. And it's true, in 4 months, I will be moving to Kiev, Ukraine. And I'll be making a lot of videos when I'm there. Just sort of show you what life is like in being an expat living in Ukraine. I used to live there, and I'm very happy to move back. What I want to talk about today is my experiences with Dunhill Elizabethan Mixture. Now, for some reason, I have it in my mind, and why I don't know, but I have it in my mind that Dunhill tobacco is sort of the quintessential pipe tobacco. And I equate it to wine. What I mean is, when I was in university many years ago, a little over 10 years ago, where I studied history and art history and Russian literature, I used to hang around with these girls. And they were big wine drinkers, and I didn't drink wine. I mostly drank beer. And they told me that there was something very attractive about a man who drank red wine. That was good enough for me. So I tried to get into red wines. However, much like pipe smoking, I started simple. I started with white. And in the winter it was fine. Or sorry, in the summer it was fine. Because white wine you drink cold. But when the winter came, I found white wine just didn't do it. So I moved on to rosé, but rosé is very feminine. With all due respect to rosé drinkers out there. So it wasn't long before I cut into red wine. And what I found was the first time I had red wine, it tasted terrible. And it was going to be a process. I knew that right away. was going to take time. It was going to take effort to drink it and enjoy it. Now, in pipe smoking, I started simple. I started with Mississippi River, which I love, Frogmorton Cellar, Peter Stuckaby's Luxury Bullseye Flake. These are my absolute favorites as of right now. And I think they'll always will be in my rotation. However, I knew that someday I wanted to tackle Dunhill tobaccos. That it was going to be the red wine of tobaccos. Why that is, again, I don't know. I just feel it's that way. So after a couple months of pipe smoking, I thought I was ready. I was ready for a Dunhill tobacco. So after watching a lot of videos about Dunhill tobaccos, I decided upon Elizabethan Mixture. Saw a lot of positive reviews about it. And decided I'd give it a shot. Now, if you saw my first winter smoke, I was smoking a Neerup, which has a very small bowl. And that's what I smoked Elizabethan Mixture in for the first time. I got a Tim Hortons coffee, which is a very popular coffee chain here in Canada. Loaded my Neerup with Elizabethan Mixture. Went for a walk in my neighborhood, and I really enjoyed it. Thought it was quite good. I immediately went home and sent a message to Bradley from Stuff and Things telling him how much I enjoyed it. I told him it didn't hit me with the same amount of flavor that Frogmorton Cellar or Mississippi River did, but I really enjoyed it, and it was something I wanted to add to my rotation. Now, what I really didn't notice was I got a bit of a buzz from the tobacco, but at the time, I figured it was from the coffee. I'd had 2 cups of coffee, and I left it at that. Well, a week later, I decided to give Elizabethan Mixture another try. I got my Peterson pipe, which has a very generous bowl, not as large as this, but a very generous bowl, twice the size of my Neerup. Loaded it with Elizabethan Mixture, and I went for a walk. I smoked half of it on my way to the grocery store, and the other half on the way home. And as I rounded the corner to my house, I could feel something growing inside of me. Something overtaking me. And I knew immediately what it was. It was the nicotine. And it was coming on like a madman. And what I did, as soon as I got home, I threw my groceries down on the floor and jumped on the couch. And it blew my head off, man. I really had a strong nicotine hit from that tobacco. And as I laid there, pinned to the couch in my nicotine stupor, I considered how it happened. And the first thing I realized was that I had overestimated my pipe smoking ability. Meaning, I had smoked too much of a very strong tobacco, high in nicotine content, and I wasn't ready for it. But that I could live with. It's a mistake a new pipe smoker might make. But the second thing I realized, I couldn't live with so readily because I knew better. And that was, I smoked it on an empty stomach. And it really blew my head off. I mean, I laid on that couch for an hour till it passed. And I was pissed off at myself because I had seen videos by veteran pipe smoke presenters warning against smoking on an empty stomach certain tobaccos. And I knew better. And after an hour after it passed, I made something to eat. But the rest of the night I felt hungover. So I decided I'd put Elizabethan Mixture on hiatus for a little while, just a short while, but I want to go back to it. And why that is because I now can drink and prefer dark and heavy red wines. And I can drink it like Kool-Aid. And I figure one day I'll be able to smoke Elizabethan Mixture much the same. So that's my experiences with Elizabethan Mixture thus far. I'll be doing a couple more videos on the next little bit. I have a couple box openings coming up. A box is coming from SmokyPipes.com and another one from Four Noggins. And of course, as spring comes, I'll be making more videos as well. Thanks for watching, and greetings to all my new subscribers and my old subscribers. Not that I've been making that many videos, but thanks for watching once again, and I will talk to you very soon. Over and out from Northern Canada.